Hi, I'm Katie Couric, and welcome to Eye to Eye. Most climate experts believe the next decade is going to be a hot one. They're predicting an increase in the pace of global warming. Daniel Seberg traveled to the Arctic, where he joined a group of scientists studying the effects of climate change.
Why is the Arctic so important in terms of understanding climate change?
Well, the Arctic is just a key player in the whole system. It's where the excess heat that the Earth absorbs in the low latitudes escapes into space. It plays an important role in the radiation balance by all this white around us reflecting sunlight back into space.
These ice shelves are disintegrating, we think, because they receive an excess amount of melting during the summer. And then on over to the Antarctic Peninsula, where the ice shelves are disintegrating.
NASA glaciologist Bob Binshadler has taken measurements of the ice and has gathered compelling data using remote sensing radar and satellite information.
So what we see in the Pine Island Glacier and Thwaites Glacier areas are signatures very similar to what we'd expect a collapse to look like. And if you attribute human activity to some of this recent climatic warming of the oceans, certainly that's going to be nibbling away at the edges of Antarctica. You can't put heat next to ice and not have it respond.
Less polar ice can have spiraling implications. Ice acts as a solar reflector. The less reflection, the warmer the sea temperatures, which in turn can lead to the melting of even more ice.
These are buildings with white roofs. If you use a white roof and you happen to have air conditioning, depending on the geometry of the building, you can save 10, as much as 15% decrease in energy by just simply having a white roof. Now, there's something else about white roofs and white light-colored pavements. It actually changes the reflectivity, the so-called albedo of the Earth. So the sunlight comes in, it's reflected back into space. There is no greenhouse cap on this. If you replace all the building roofs today with white roofs, and you go to cement-style pavement instead of blacktop-style pavement, it would be a reflection of the sunlight back into space that would be the equivalent as if you took off all the automobiles of the world for 11 years. So this is something very simple that we can do immediately.